Hey everyone, it's Dean Myers here. Um, this is my technology interview with Mr. Al Unrath. He's an instructional designer at Millersville University in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He's a member of the Teaching and Learning Team, which is part of the University Center for Academic Excellence. Mr. Unrath agreed to the interview, but he would not allow his recorded voice to be put on Open Public website. He explained this is his normal procedure for interviews that are not officially authorized by the university. It ended up being a great interview. He was very gracious with his time. We spoke for about 30 minutes on integrating technology into the curriculum, students and faculty working with new technology, and the learning management system the university uses called Desire to Learn. I sent the questions to Mr. Unrath a few days before the interview so he would be prepared. The technology he chose to discuss was Jing. I had heard of the software before, but was not exactly sure what it was. He explained that it's a free software program that basically captures the computer screen you are working on and records audio to go along with it. You can capture a single screenshot, or you can record for up to 5 minutes of screen video as you speak about what is on the screen. It's very easy to use and learn. Basically, you download it and start using it. There's a version for the iPad. It's called Screen Chomp. You can also pay to upgrade the software. That'll give you unlimited recording time and a lot more editing features. There's 2 versions of the upgrade. One's called Snagit, and then the other one's called Camtasia. He started out describing how it's used at the university. It could be part of a lecture, or you could use it to walk your students through a website or a project. The software also works very well with distance learning. It's a great tool for student assignments, for feedback, communication. It's really good for giving mini or guided tours. You can put a map up on the screen and walk your students or whoever you're talking to through a tour or where you might be going. What you see on the screen now is a Google Maps version of Millersville University in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you were guiding someone to a certain building, you can bring them into the city and then basically go, street by street, show them where they want to park, and then tell them, basically how to get to the building. So you can be very detailed. It's also a great way to go through papers. You put the students' paper up on the screen and then go through it line by line or highlight different fields and tell them what they did right, what they did wrong, maybe what they need to work on, what you didn't understand. It's a way to give them a lot more detailed feedback on the paper. Along the same lines, you can also have students send written work to each other using the software to increase that peer-to-peer learning. He said it works really well with ESL and language courses. Basically allows a student to record everything they do, and they can send it to each other, peer-to-peer, and then finally, they can send it to the instructor for grading. Basically gives them a better overall picture of what the student has learned. And since you can keep restarting the recording if you mess something up, the student doesn't feel the same pressure like if it's a once and done media or like a live event. We basically ended the interview with going over some impacts on learning the Jing software has. The first one, he said it's a lot easier to convey your message and it's a lot clearer than text. He said it extends the learning process. You can go back and watch videos later. The instructor becomes more of a guide than an orator. It helps in problem solving because you can see and hear what's going on the screen. It gives detailed feedback. You can see and understand what you're discussing, whatever project or paper it is. And it's also a lot more personal than text. That personality and vocal inflection comes out. Well, that about wraps up the interview. Just so you know how easy this was, basically after I finished talking with Mr. Unrath, I went, downloaded Jing software, played with it for a few minutes, and then made this presentation. So go check out the Jing software and let me know what you think about it. Thank you.